Daf Yomi, page 135b. The last words were Abaya's statement. Abaya Omar. Now we're on 135b. Bava Batra 135b. Le'olam e malach chayav v'shani hacha de chibanan achar v'yadecha dameh. Actually, I will say to you that one who responds to a claim that he does not know if he owes the 100 dinars is obligated to pay. But here, in the case of the brothers, it is different. The brothers are not obligated to share their portion with the man in question because the brother who testified is like one who claims another person has 100 dinars in your possession. Since the claimant is not the one who is owed the money, and the other party can reject his claim by merely answering that he does not know whether he owes him. Meis yachzaru nechasim lemikoman ba'irava shevach sheshavcho nechasim me alehem mahu. The Mishnah teaches if the man in question dies, the property he received from the father's inheritance shall return to its place, meaning to the possession of the brother who testified on his behalf, and the man in question received property from elsewhere, it is inherited by all the brothers equally. Rava raises a dilemma with regard to the enhancement of the property received by the man in question from the portion of the brother who testified, where its enhanced value was the result of an enhancement that happened naturally, as opposed to one that resulted from exertion. What is the halacha? Who inherits it? B'shevach magiya lektefim lo tiboy Dechi naflu lo nechasim mimakom acher dami. Ki tibay lach b'shevach she'eno magia lektefayim. Kigon dikla ve'elim. Ara ve'askanan. Ve'aska sirton mai teku. Okay. More elaborate with regard to enhancement that reaches shoulders, meaning the ripe produce that needs only to be harvested from the field. Do not raise the dilemma, as it is considered like property that came into his possession from elsewhere. It is not considered part of the land that was given to him by the brother who testified, and it is therefore divided among all the brothers. Rather, let the dilemma be raised with regard to enhancement that does not reach the shoulders and is not considered separate from the ground, such as a palm tree that thickened or land that yielded silt. What is the halacha in this case? In the enhancement included in the property itself, is the enhancement included in the property itself, or is it considered separate property? The more comments, the dilemma shall stand unresolved. Okay. I lost count of these takos already. To 170 maybe? I don't know, Captain. Mishnah, it's a new Mishnah now. Misha Mason, it's Vedim Seisti, say, Kikashura Alirecho. Harezo Nikolum, Zika, Balaacher, Bain, Min Yoshin, Ubain Janemin Yoshin, Devarav Kayamin. Okay, the Mishnah says with regard to one who died and a will written by a person on his deathbed is found bound to his thigh, which clearly indicates that it was written by him and was not forged. This is nothing. The will is not valid, as he did not give it to anyone, and he may have reconsidered if he transferred ownership of the will to the designated recipient through another person, whether one of their heirs or whether not one of the heirs. His statement stands. Okay, that's the Mishnah. The Gemara says, The Haley Gemara says, oh, what does the Haley Gemara say? Tana Rabbanan, Ezehi Desyaike, Kol Shakasuf Ba, De Mekam Biliois, Ve'ezehu Matana, Kol Shakasuf Ba Yom. The sages taught in Brisa, Sefta 8:10, which deed is considered dayaikite and is collected by the designated recipient after the death of the giver. Any deed in which it is written, this will be to stand and exist after my death, and which type is considered a deed of gift. Any gift in which it is written from today and after my birth. They will continue this standing up in the place of the door. Yeah, let's continue because I'm starting to doze off here. So let's just take it to the door. There we go. Maybe now I can wake up a little bit. Let's see here. I didn't do any knocking. Knock, knock, knock. Now we're in the place of the door. Look familiar? Look familiar, look familiar. Look familiar, look familiar. Okay. El mehayom lachar misa. The habi la mitana me'achshav la habi mitana. Amana b'ayah kamar etu mitana b'riya. Parishihu mamata shchimira. Dilo kani lachar misa. Kol kasu ba. Mehayom uliachar misa. Okay. The Gemara asks, is it considered a deed of gift only if the expression from today and after my death is written, whereas if it is written from now, it is not considered a deed of gift? The Bava said that this is what the Batra is saying, with which need of gift of a healthy person is considered like the deed of a gift on his deathbed, in that the recipient acquires it only after the death of the giver. Any deed in which it is written from today and after my death. Yasif Rabba Barav Huna Be'achsadra Deverav Be'yasif V'kaman Mishmein Rav Yochanan Shched Mirash Amar Kasfu Usenu Menav Lefloini Umeis Ein Kois Vin V'noistin Shema Lo Gama Laganoise Ela V'shtal Ve'en Shtal Yachal Miso. Rabba bar Rav Huna was sitting in the balcony of Rav's study hall and sat and said, in the name of Rabbi Yochanan, if there is a person on his deathbed who says, write a deed of transfer granting property of mine to another and give with it 100 dinars to so-and-so, and then he died, one does not write and give it. This is because perhaps he resolved to transfer to him only with a deed of transfer, and since the deed was not written in his lifetime, it cannot be written after his death, as a deed of transfer is not effective after the death of the owner. Amar lahu Rabbi Elazar, izdaharu be'rav shezvi Amar Rabbi Yochanan Amar V'yamar Rabbi Yochanan izdaharu bo. Rabba bar Rav Huna continued that when Rabbi Yochanan stated this halacha, Rabbi Elazar said to the other sages, heed this halacha, it is correct. Rav Shezvi said that it is not what happened. Rabbi Elazar is the one who said this halacha, and it was Rabbi Yochanan who said to them, heed this halacha. Okay. Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak Kavase de Rav Shezvi Mistavara Iyamar B'Shlom Rabbi Elazar Amrei. It's to Rabbi Yochanan le'asodi ale de Rabbi Elazar. Ela iyamot de Rabbi Yochanan Amram. It's to Rabbi Elazar le'asodi ele de Rabbi Yochanan Rabbi. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak said, it is reasonable to say that the incident was in accordance with the version presented by Reb Shezvi. Granted, if you say that Rabbi Elazar said the halacha, Rabbi Yochanan needed to affirm the ruling of Rabbi Elazar, but if you say that Rabbi Yochanan was the one who said it, did Rabbi Yochanan need to affirm the ruling of Rabbi Yochanan, his teacher? Ve'od tashima de Rabbi Elazar be'amra Deshalach Ravi Mishmei de Rabbi Abahu. Have yoidim. Where were we? Have yoidim sheshalach Rabbi Elazar l'goy l'mishum de Rabbeinu. Shchiv mira she'amar kisvu usenu man ploni umes ein kosmin noisen. V'shema lo gamor lakados el v'shtar v'ein shtar lachar misa. Rabbi Yochanan Amar tidbak. Okay, it should be examined. Okay, furthermore, coming here proves that Rabbi Elazar was the one who said this halacha from another statement of his. As Ravin said in the message, in the name of Rabbi Abahu, know that Rabbi Elazar sent a ruling to the exile in the name of our teacher, stating that if there's a person on his deathbed who says, write a deed of transfer and give it with 100 dinars and so, and then he died, one does not write and give it. This is because perhaps he resolved to transfer it only with a deed of transfer. And since the deed was not written in his lifetime, it cannot be written after his death. A deed of transfer is not effective after the death of the owner. And Rabbi Yochanan says this ruling is correct. However, the wording of it should be of the deed should be examined. My tidbak. What does it mean, tidbak? Ki asa Rav Dimi. Amar diyasim v'telas diyasei ki shemira she'amar kisvu usnam v'plani umar ro'in im kimiyapa et kocho kosvin im lavin koizvin. The Gemara asks, what did Rabbi Yochanan mean by saying that the wording should be examined? The Gemara answers, when Rav Dimi came from Eretz Yisrael to Babylonia, he started two halachot. The first was that a deikati cancels the previous deikati. The second explains examination, to which Rabbi Yochanan was referring. If there is a person on his deathbed who said, write a deed of transfer and with it give 100 dinars to so and he died, the court must see what his intention was in instructing the other person to write a bill of a deed for the transfer. If it was to enhance the recipient's power by writing a document proving that he was given the gift, the one writes the document even after his death, as he included to give the money away, but not rather. It was the giver's intention to transfer the gift specifically through a deed of transfer. One does not write it and give the money as a deed of transfer. It's not effective after the time of the owner. Meisiv Rabbi Abba Bar Mamal Bari Shamar Kisvu Usenu Malaploini Mesh Ein Koisim Noisin Ashkibra Koispin Venoisin Homoisiv Lev Vehu Mefarek Lev Miapa as Kocho. Rabbi Abba Bar Mamal raises an objection for the Braita. If there is a healthy person who said, write a deed of transfer and give with it 100 dinars to so and so, and he then died, one does not write and give it. Rabbi Bar Mamal inferred, but if a person is on his deathbed, states that this request, he states this request, one writes and gives. He raises the objection and he resolves it The ruling of the halacha is, in a case where he was enhancing the recipient's legal power by writing him a document of proof. The Gemara explains what are the circumstances under which it is apparent that he was enhancing his legal power. Okay, that's it.